And welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv as we get set for a matchup between St. Martin and Fergus Falls here at Chaska Athletic Park. Introducing the reserves for each team now, as we will let you hear the starting lineups in just a moment. You're getting ready to watch the Town Ball State Tournament.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
Batting 6, number 25, left fielder Jack Heidemann. Batting 7, number 4, second baseman Carter Tilke. Batting 8, number 14, designated hitter Austin Stanislawski. Batting 9, number 7, first baseman Thomas Bozak. Number 5, the shortstop Eric Salveson. The Fergus Falls Hurricanes. Now for the St. Martins, the non-starter, number 5, Eric Cole. Number 10, Michael Blondin. 14, David Arsenault. 22, Ben Schroeder. 25, Stanley Hennon. The draftees from Lake Henry, number 5, Grant Ludwig. From Romanic, number 3, Ty Ruller. And from Iron Grove, number 25, Matt Emdike. So that was Zach Arsenault and James Saunders. The starting lineup for St. Martin, leading off number 7, shortstop Kyle Laser. Batting 7, number 6, in left field, Zach Moritz. Batting 3, number 21, in catching, Brian Schwagman. Batting 4, number 18, playing second base, Tanner Arsenault. Batting 5, number 27, in first base, Brady Coble. Batting 6, number 20, center field, Nolan Reeder. 7th of the 12th, designated hitter Avery Spitz. At 8th for the 16th, third base, Ryan Nesser. At 9th for the 3, right field, Matthew Strongman. And leader pitching, number 8, Scott Azer. The St. Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball. The umpire for this game behind the plate. Behind the plate, Pat Hordyke, and on the bases, Jerry Hogan. Correction, Pat Hordyke.
Sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
And thank you for joining us here at Chaska Athletic Park here on PrepSpotlight.tv. You heard the starting lineups. The national anthem played before game 1 of this Saturday slate. We are just about ready to go. The home team, St. Martin, the Martins, in the blue, will be out in the field first. And Fergus Falls, the Hurricanes, will bat to lead off this game. Quickly, the lineup: Jake Anderson will start things for Fergus Falls, then Alex Hench, Sean McGuire, Darren Stanislawski, Mitch Porter, Jack Heidemann, Carter Thielke, Austin Stanislawski, and Thomas Bozick. And there is the first pitch of the game here, starting at 2:11, as the other game went a little bit long. This one originally scheduled ambitiously for 1:30, and a couple balls here to start this contest. The big leg kick from Mitch Porter. Excuse me, that's the other starting pitcher. It's Scott Leiser delivering his first strike now for St. Martin, the right-handed pitcher, and that's a walk. So Jake Anderson, the right fielder for Fergus Falls, reaches to lead off the ball game. Here, as the breeze has picked up just a tad, the cloud cover has come. We've had just a few sprinkles, certainly some rain in the forecast, and we'll hope to have that avoid us as a bunt is shown but pulled back. A called strike anyway to Alex Hench, the center fielder for the Hurricanes. Squaring again, pulling it back on a high fastball. Ball 1-1 the count here to Hench. In this round 2 game of the Class C baseball state tournament. Squaring again, jabbing at it, putting it down. The throw will go to second, and they got him. A close play to get the lead runner, the catcher from behind home plate, Schlangen. Gunned down the runner. It looked very, very close. So Anderson is out on the base paths. Hench reaches on a fielder's choice. And Sean McGuire will bat. Grounds it to second. They'll get the lead runner, and that's all. A nifty play there at second base by Arsenault. Turning his shoulders and delivering an on-target throw to get the lead runner once again. And so another fielder's choice puts McGuire on base, and now Stanislawski. The runner goes. The throw down, not in time. McGuire moves up to scoring position. Quick action here in the top of the first inning. McGuire on second as the third baseman for Fergus Falls bats with 2 down. Scott Leiser on the mound. And a big swing and a miss from Stanislawski. St. Martin, they had a bye into the second round, so they are making their tournament debut here in 2021. This one grounded to third to his left, scooping, settling, and throwing low. A nice pick at first. Messer to Goebel, and Goebel scoops it to end the inning. So after a walk, a couple fielders' choice, there's one runner left on base, no score. So we head to the bottom half of the first here on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
And welcome back to Chaska Athletic Park as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. Fergus Falls out in the field to face St. Martin. And on the mound for Fergus Falls is Mitch Porter, number 10. Right-handed pitcher wearing those red stirrups, as you can see. He played at Minnesota State, and he's currently a senior at Concordia Moorhead. Their ace leading the Hurricanes in wins with 9 this season. Actually tied for best in Canes history, in program history, so Porter will toe the rubber. Works just from the set, and he'll face Kyle Leiser. Swinging at the first pitch, Leiser, the shortstop for the Martins, fouls that one away. And there is a strike in there. 0-2 the count here from Porter. Fergus Falls, they got to this game by beating Hanska, the Lakers, last Sunday in the first round. 4-2 the score in that game. And so the Hurricanes are playing the Martins here in round 2, hoping for a berth into the third round, which would take place a week from today here, and that would be scheduled for 11 a.m. The winner of this will play the winner of Princeton and Watkins, that is scheduled to have started already, actually. 1-2 here from Porter. Kyle Leiser to lead off this bottom of the first, and inside Leiser takes, after falling behind, he's even the count up 2-2. And strikes out Kyle Leiser, swinging at the high fastball.
And second, number 6,
Porter
left fielder, Zach Moritz.
gets the K, and Zach Moritz now will come up, the left fielder for St. Martin, number 6. Fouls this one away. And this one now squirted the same direction. St. Martin, just under 100 miles away from where we are here in Chaska. It's almost directly west of St. Cloud, about an hour and 50-minute drive from here. And a swing and a miss, another strikeout on a high pitch. Porter has sent 2 down swinging here in the first inning. And now number 21, Brian Schlangen, will come in, the catcher for St. Martin. And this one hits him. First pitch into the rear end of Schlangen. So the first base runner of the game in the inning for St. Martin. Tanner Arsenault now will bat, the cleanup man for the home team here today. Plays second base, does Arsenault, number 18, right-handed hitter. The runner bluffs attempt at a steal, slams on the brakes after 2 hard steps. This one fought off, out of play again. These two teams not desperately far away from each other. Fergus Falls about a 3-hour drive from here, up near southeast of Fargo. A snap back to the runner. About an hour and a half drive between these two teams, where they're based, Fergus Falls and St. Martin. They've come down farther south and farther east to play here in the state tournament in Class C. Of course, the state tournament taking place as the runner goes, chopped, hit and run perhaps put on, as that one cracked to the opposite side of the infield, but foul. Hamburg, Waconia, and here in Chaska are the 3 sites of the state amateur baseball tournament here in Minnesota this year in 2021. And a swing and a miss. Mitch Porter strikes out the side in his first inning of work. We're headed to the second. 0-0, Martins and Hurricanes.
Free catcher slaps one in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall, gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce. And that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Since then, a couple of groundouts to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Welcome back. Scott Leiser out there for his second inning of work. For the Martins. Walked the leadoff man in the first inning, but didn't allow a run to score. No hits. As we start the second, it is Mitch Porter, the 5-hole hitter, and the pitcher who just struck out the side in the last inning to start his afternoon of work on the mound. As this one low and away, 1-2 the count to Porter from Lizer. 2 Lizers on the team for St. Martin. This one grounded to third, fumbled, the throw across, and just in time to retire Porter. That one just misplayed for a moment, but recovered in time did the third baseman Messer, and the out is recorded. Porter down in his first at bat. And Jack Heidemann will come up, the left fielder for Fergus Falls. Cracks this one on the ground, pulled too far to the left. And now this one skied to left field. A couple steps in, then a few back for the outfielder Moritz. And that's out number 2 in the inning.
And setting for the 4 is third baseman Carter Thielke.
And that'll bring up the second baseman Carter Thielke. On the first pitch, she grounds it to second. A slow roller, and the throw just in time to get Thielke. So a very quick inning of work for Scott Lizer. 3 up and 3 down. And we're headed to the bottom of the second inning with the score still 0-0 between Fergus Falls and St. Martin. A beautiful day, hoping the rain avoids us here at Chaska Athletic Park, one of the great arenas here in the state of Minnesota. We'll be right back on Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. As we begin the bottom of the second.
And fifth, number 27, first baseman Brady Goble.
No score, no hits, no runs. As Brady Goble will step up to the plate for St. Martin, facing Mitch Porter, who struck out the side, did hit a batter, but struck out the side in the first inning. All swinging as Goble, the first baseman, watches ball 1 go by. And now a swing and a miss on that hard fastball up in the zone. One high and tight this time from Porter. 2-1. clips the inside corner. Goebel didn't particularly agree. The Hurricanes have made 22 state tournament appearances since they started up. As they appeal down, the check swing is good, and so it's a full count, 3-2. Hurricanes, their inception was in 1989. Never won the state tournament. As a walk. Good at bat there from Brady Goebel of St. Martin. As he works the walk. The second base runner against Porter now, and Nolan Reeder will come up. The center fielder. Healthy lead there from the runner on first. Squaring to bunt, and a snapback throw. Not in time. That bunt tipped back into the glove of the catcher. 0-2 now the count. And that's strike 3 looking. Another strikeout for Porter. Every out he's recorded so far has been by the strikeout. 4 Ks for Porter. Avery Schmitz will come up now. He's the designated hitter. As that one misses outside. And that one also misses. Brady Goebel still on first base. He walked to lead off this inning. With 1 out and a runner on first base. That one, another close pitch that misses. So now 3-0 the count here, as Porter just missing the zone by, can't be a very wide margin, and that is a strike. Temperature has cooled a bit here in Chaska. Was as high as 84, now 79, with a bit of a breeze and those clouds we mentioned. And a swing and a miss, a foul tip, it looks like, indicated from Schmitz. So now the count runs full after it was 3-0. 3-2 now the count, with 1 out and a runner on first base here in the bottom of the second inning. Just a couple sprinkles here every once in a while. No problem with that. And that one right down the middle. Another strikeout for Porter. The second looking, and both of those backwards Ks have come back to back here in the second. Avery Schmitz is down, and Ryan Messer will bat. Number 16, the third baseman for St. Martin. Swing and a miss, another foul tip. We've seen at least 3 or 4 foul tips already here in this game. This one swung on, popped out of play, foul. swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts in 2 innings of work for Mitch Porter. Quite the start for the pitcher for Fergus Falls. 2 complete, no score between the Hurricanes and the Martins. Welcome back here to Chaska Athletic Park on PrepSpotlight.tv. The top of the 3rd inning now as Scott Leiser back out there for another inning of work on the hill for St. Martin, facing Austin Stanislawski, the designated hitter for Fergus Falls. This one flied, shallow right field, the shortstop there. Leiser back to make the play for out number 1 here in the 3rd. And now Thomas Bosek will come up for his first at bat, the 9-hole hitter, number 7, as he takes strike 1 from Scott Leiser. Dribbles this one off the toe or foot. And that'll be a foul ball. Thomas Bosek played at Minnesota State. Also a pitcher for this team. Plays first base today, but can play pretty much all the infield positions. Utility guy. Down in the count to Leiser. And that one just misses. We've seen a tight zone from both sides today, and this game at least. And this one slowly rolled to short. Leiser there, scoops and throws, and in time to retire Bosek for out number 2. I'll bring up Jake Anderson. Anderson walked to lead off the game for Fergus Falls. He was forced out on a fielder's choice after that. Was the first base runner. And says that this hit him. He will not get the call. And ball 1. And now lines this one out into left for a single. So how about that? Anderson wanted the hit by pitch, instead just lines a hard base hit. The first hit of the game for either team. Anderson is on for the 2nd time in as many plate appearances. Alex Hench batting. He reached on a fielder's choice and then was forced out off the base paths. As we've seen a tight zone, as we mentioned, and that's what the pitchers are going to have to learn here as they make their way in this game. They may not get those painted corners. 2-0 to count. Lined, or fouled up and away. Alex Hench played at Minnesota State as well. Also Fergus Falls Junior College. One of the better offensive producers for this team, and there's another offensive production. A single to right. The runner running all the way from first to third. Anderson scampers to third base safely, and it's back-to-back singles for Fergus Falls.
Catcher, Sean McGuire.
Sean McGuire now. The first 2 hits of the game coming with 2 out here in the third. And the best chance of either team to mark the board this afternoon. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Scott Leiser trying to escape now a jam that he's put himself in. That one fouled away, strike 1. And a swing and perhaps a foul tip, a miss regardless. And that one was well outside. 0-2 now here, the count to Sean McGuire. Reached on a fielder's choice last time. And a breaking ball gets him. That's the first strikeout of the game for Leiser. Came at a big time to get out of a jam with 2 out. Leiser escapes, 2 hits, 2 left on, no run score. It's still 0-0. Fergus Falls. St. Martin, the Martins coming to bat next.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv. Bottom of the third inning. St. Martin coming to bat. Still looking for their first hit as Fergus Falls got 2 singles, their first 2 in the top half of this inning, and squaring to bunt there, but pulling it back on a ball. It's Matthew Schlangen against Mitch Porter, just trying to get something going as Porter has struck out 6 through 2. That means every out has been a strikeout. 4 swinging, 2 looking. Porter, the righty. Feeling good right now. That one inside, 2-1. And a swing and a miss, 2-2 to Matthew Schlangen, the right fielder for the Martins. That one nearly hit him, was right at the head, and Schlangen ducked away. And that one misses a walk. The second walk allowed by Porter. He has allowed a base runner in each now of his 3 innings. A walk last inning and a hit batter in the first. Each time he has struck out everybody else in the inning that he faced. We'll see if that trend continues as the lineup turns over. Kyle Leiser, the shortstop, will bat for the second time. He struck out last time and takes a strike here. Chaska Athletic Park, home of the Chaska Cubs, as well as the high school team, Chaska Hawks, that wear that purple and gold. As this one skied straight up behind home plate, the catcher back to take a look and makes the catch near the netting. McGuire records the first out not via the strikeout for Fergus Falls. Got back to the spot quickly and made the grab for out number 1, as now Zach Moritz, who struck out last time, will come up for the second time against Porter. Swing and a miss here on a high pitch from the righty. Turning shoulder away from that ball. It's 1-1. And a foul tip that gets by. Prior to this game, we had the first game of the day. That was a blowout win for Young America, beating Ortonville 11-3. This one's fouled up and away. Long at bat here for number 6, Zach Moritz. Here in the bottom of the third. Extended lead for Schlangen, and now they have him picked off. And he's safe. Stepping off was Porter. Schlangen was going as he was taking that healthy lead and spinning, throwing, and didn't slow down a bit and beat the throw there at second. So Schlangen, after walking, has now moved up to second base into scoring position with 1 out. McGuire will chat with his pitcher momentarily. And now Moritz has a chance with a base hit to drive in the game's first run. A line drive, and will they catch the runner off? Not quite in time. Schlangen had drifted too far off the bag, but the second baseman didn't have time to cover, didn't get there quite in time. The throw would have been there had the second baseman been standing waiting, but as it is, the second out of the inning. A line drive to the shortstop. And Brian Schlangen will come up, the catcher for the Martins, looking for a 2-out base hit. As Moritz hit that one on the screws, just too low. And right at Salveson, the shortstop for the Hurricanes. Porter has some speed to his fastball. We've seen many foul balls go up to the opposite field, up and away. Flared to save a swing. And the off-speed pitch. A big difference in pace there on the pitches from Porter. Fanned at. Schlangen, Brian, was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Looking to reach once again. Curveball in there for strike 3. It's another strikeout for Mitch Porter. His 7th of the game. No runs and no hits, but a walk. And another strikeout. Porter leaves one on base. It's still 0-0 headed to the 4th. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Back here, Ren Clayton on the call at Prep Spotlight here at Chaska Athletic Park. A line drive, ground ball in the first pitch of the inning in the 4th, and the play made. Leiser to Goebel as Darren Stanislawski wastes no time in swinging and ultimately getting retired. And so now Mitch Porter, who's having a great day on the hill, earned his 7th strikeout to end the last half, is out there. Grounded to third his last time up. Takes a strike here his 2nd time to the plate. As we mentioned, currently at Concordia Moorhead. 3rd on the team here for Fergus Falls in hits and RBI. He also stays in the lineup when not pitching. He plays in the outfield. As the sun is making a appearance. This one grounded slowly to short, charging, throwing on the move, and making the play is Leiser to Goebel once again. As Scott Leiser on the mound has done a good job of getting those ground balls for his infielders. And that's out number 2 quickly, so that'll bring up Jack Heidemann, the left fielder. Flew out to left field his last time and first time up. Takes strike 1 from Leiser. Both pitchers pitching well here early going, as this one, the line, but foul. And Fanning at the outside pitch. A 1-2-3 inning and a second strikeout of the game for Lyser. Just like that, the half inning is over. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth now, here on Prep Spotlight TV. And time is winding down to be a part of the 2021 State Amateur Baseball Tournament in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out there and support your community, or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch great games at fantastic venues, there's nothing like tournament time. And if you can't make it to these games, prepspotlight.tv/townball has all the games at affordable prices. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on prepspotlight.tv. Mitch Porter coming out for his fourth inning of work. Struck out 7 already. The 2 non-strikeouts came in the last inning. A line out on a very good, well-hit ball. Line drive to the shortstop and a pop-up to the catcher. He has 5 strikeouts swinging and 2 looking. He also walked 2 and hit a batter. He's not allowed a hit as of yet. Yesterday in Waconia, the Waconia Lakers playing at home, they had a bye into their game against the Foley Lumberjacks, and Waconia ended up winning that game. A well-pitched game for both teams, so they will advance to play next weekend. That game will actually be played here, the one Waconia will play in, against the winner of the Ada Athletics and Luxembourg Brewers. And so we're ready for the bottom of the fourth inning to begin. Porter certainly is ready, gets a bit of rosin on the hand and wrist and ready to go for his fourth inning of work, facing Tanner Arsenault, the second baseman. You can probably guess what Arsenault did and what the result of his at-bat was last time, a strikeout swinging. And that one in there for strike one, 1-1. Now the count. A runner has reached in each of Porter's previous 3 innings. 2 walks and a hit batter, 1 per. And that one just a bit high, I believe. 2-1 now the count. And a swing and a miss, as Porter has kept the Martins hitters chasing all afternoon. And that one flared foul past the first base coach for St. Martin. The sun now out, as perhaps we're getting fortunate here as regards to the weather. Earlier forecast during the day said we should be having rain by now, as this one might have been a cracked bat. Slow roller to short, the sling across the diamond in time for the out. Salveson there to make the play. For out number 1, as Arsenault is retired for the second time today. piece of that bat did come apart at the handle. Got jammed at Arsenault, and so now Brady Goebel will come up. He walked in the second inning, and then Porter just struck out the next 3 batters. So Goebel was stranded at first. Strike 1. And a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Porter working ahead as per usual. And ball 1. Fergus Falls, the Hurricanes, a unique name for a team from this part of the country. As that one barely missed Goebel. Inside, Porter's already hit 1 batter. That was Brian Schlongen, the catcher in the first inning. Goebel has been walked. Could have found himself on first base if that had clipped his jersey. 2-2 the count, 1 down, and that's another strikeout. This time looking. 8th K of the afternoon for Porter. 2 down. And Nolan Reeder will come up, the center fielder. He struck out looking also his last time up. This one fouled back toward the parking lot behind us. And that one missing outside. The championship game here in Class C will be on Labor Day, scheduled for noon at Lions Field in Waconia next weekend. As there's a strike in there, Porter in control again. The semifinals will be the day before Labor Day. That'll be a week from tomorrow, Sunday, the 5th. He played 1 game here and 1 game in Waconia, as well as the quarterfinal round. It'll be split between those 2 sites. 1-2 the count here, 2 down. As the fastball misses outside from Porter. 2-2 now the count to Nolan Reeder. And another strikeout for Porter. Mitch Porter has ended every inning with a strikeout. Now with 9 already. So we make our way to the 5th. 0-0 still here at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Fergus Falls and St. Martin in a pitcher's duel.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Carter Thielke on the second pitch of the at-bat here to start the fifth with a line drive base knock to left field up the line. And that's the third hit of the game for Fergus Falls. They get the leadoff man on. And State aimed to score the game's first run against Scott Lyser, the pitcher, out for his fifth inning of work. St. Martin squaring to bunt. Pulling it back as a ball was delivered. It's Austin Stanislawski. Puts down the bunt, and that goes foul. Right back to the catcher. So we'll keep an eye on Thielke, now with 2 strikes on the batter at the plate, the designated hitter. Fergus Falls got 2 hits in the third. There were only 2 hits the game before this inning. Weren't able to score. And that just misses inside. 1-2. Thielke on first. And that one in the zone for the strikeout. Stanislawski goes back to the bench. And now 1 down for Thomas Bosek, who will try to pick up his teammate with still Thielke on first. Swinging at the first pitch, popping it to short center field. The center fielder under there making the catch. It's Reeder. Didn't have to move too much, and that's out number 2 quickly after the leadoff single by Thielke. Next 2 batters have gone down in order. And it'll be the 3rd plate appearance for Jake Anderson. He's reached both previous times. As Thielke stays put at first. Anderson walked in the first and then singled in the third, made it as far as third base before the inning ended. The runner goes. This one fouled straight back to us. Looked like a decent jump there from Thielke. Keep an eye on him once again. Now the count 1-1 here with 2 down. They check their runner. Runner stays put as that breaking ball comes inside. Catcher Schlongen making a nice play to pop up and peek at the runner. 2-1. Here to Anderson. Chopping this one, and just foul. Nearly got it by that space between the third baseman and the bag. Two and two. 2 out, a runner on. Line back underneath the pitcher, and it's a base hit. Through the wickets of Lyser and through to center field. A 2-out hit for Anderson, and now a threat here with 2 down for Fergus Falls. Alex Hench comes up. He singled his last time to the plate. Anderson is now singled twice. This one right back to the pitcher. And he took his eye off the ball as it was a nose-high hop. Started making his way toward first before securing the ball in his glove. So it'll be the first error of the game. as everybody's safe. The bases now full, as Hench just tapped it right back. Could have been an easy play to end the inning, but Thielke now 90 feet away from breaking the scoreless tie. Sean McGuire 0 for 2 so far today, with a chance to put his team in front. That misses. 2-0. As Fergus Falls certainly caught a break there. The inning could and should be over. We'll see if they can take advantage. Swing and a miss there on the 2-0 count. 2-1 now to McGuire. Just done a fielder's choice in the first and struck out in the third. It's time. St. Martin, a good contingent of fans here making the trip to Chaska. As that one fouled back, just getting a piece. McGuire. Runners on every base. 2 hits and an error in this inning. This one a high chopper that'll go foul and die in the grass in foul territory. Two and two. 2 down. Another foul ball up the first base line. Thielke on third, Anderson on second, Hench on first. This one grounded to second. Easy play for the second baseman. The play is made. Arsenault to Goebel, and the inning ends. Fergus Falls gets 2 hits, leave 3. As we head to the bottom half of the 5th, still 0-0 here at Chaska.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Mitch Porter back out there for his 5th inning of work. Has breezed through the lineup as this one's hit far foul, and it'll just land up against the fence inbounds, but in foul territory for a long strike. It's Avery Schmitz, the designated hitter, batting for the 2nd time. Still no hits allowed through 4 for Porter. Nothing outside. Porter has struck out 9. Avery Schmitz struck out looking his last time up. And this one inside gets away. 3-1 now the count to Schmitz. Porter has walked 2 and hit a batter. Ryan Messer on deck. That in there for a strike, so the count runs full. And a swing and a miss. The strikeout number 10 for Porter. Worked back from behind in the count, and number 10 gets strikeout number 10. One down here in the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Messer, the 3rd baseman, struck out his last time, and he'll come up, try to avoid that fate this time. And just getting a piece. Trickling that one toward his own dugout is number 16. Taps this one softly to first. First baseman fields, Porter covers, and out number 2. 3-1, ground out. And 2 down. Still no hits. Matthew Schlongen now comes up. The right fielder for the Martins. He walked his last time, one of the few players wearing blue to reach base here this afternoon. Just about halfway through this contest. And that breaking ball in there for a strike. The curve for a strike has worked throughout the start here for Porter. Mixing that with the faster stuff. This one fouled away. And ahead in the count again, 0-2. That one very close, missing. Porter thought he might have had number 11. Two and two now the count here with no one on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. And there it is, strikeout number 11. Mitch Porter spins off the mound. A no-hitter through 5. 0-0. Fergus Falls and St. Martin here in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
This one lined for a hit. They'll send the runner from second. And in standing up for the third run and the second of the inning.
Hit so far, one error.
Ripped down to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have it up? It's gone. A 2-run blast. And they'll look for the bunt. And they'll try it at the plate. Not in time. Scores run. The RBI from Kuzats.
One down now with 2 runners on. That ball is lined into center field. This is going to be trouble. This will be bringing 1 run. The throw home. Cut off by the pitcher. 2 runs will score. Innings at the plate here to try to get back into this ball game. That ball is smoked over a diving grab by the second baseman Carroll for out number 3. A nice play over there at second base by Carroll.
Darren Stanislawski will come up and hit for Fergus Falls. A big swing and a miss there in the first pitch of the 6th inning. Facing Scott Leiser once again. 0-0 still the score here at Chaska Athletic Park. St. Martin and Fergus Falls battling pitcher's duel. Fergus Falls has tallied 4 hits, but no runs so far. And this one lined right at the shortstop. Leiser. Kyle makes a nice play. One caught up to him quickly. Hard hit ball, but just the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the man of the hour, Mitch Porter. Has a no-hitter going. Looking for his first hit of the ball game in his 3rd at bat. Fouls that one away. Bats in the 5 hole. The pitcher for the Hurricanes. And that one inside. 1-1 the count. And this one hops the third baseman and caroms away. Perhaps a tricky bounce on that hard hit grounder. And so Porter reaches for the first time this afternoon. Jack Heidemann will hope to move him around. It'll be an error against the third baseman to bring Porter to first. And now Jack Heidemann hoping to reach for the first time. He is 0 for 2, flew out to left in the second inning and struck out in the 4th. From Breckenridge, Minnesota, Heidemann. As this one trickles away, sliding, but no chance as Porter scampers from first to second. Here at Athletic Park, that gets into the grass behind home plate. You have a tough test as a catcher. So now Porter in scoring position with 1 out. Heidemann swinging, flying this one to short center. Reeder there to make the play and record out number 2.
Second baseman, Carter Hilke.
Here's Carter Fielke, maybe the youngest player on the team, certainly the youngest starter. He's a senior at Fergus Falls High School. Takes strike 1 here with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Fielke singled last inning and made it as far as third base, but couldn't quite make it 90 feet more. Hoping to drive in the first run as this one bounced foul. Behind in the count to Leiser, 0-2. Hilke, whenever he joined the team, he was the youngest Hurricane ever in program history. One hopper to the second baseman. Fields throws, and that's the inning. Leiser escapes an error, leaves a man on, but we head to the bottom half as we're still knotted at 0. The Martins and the Canes here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Here for the bottom of the 6th inning, Mitch Porter back on the hill facing the St. Martin's lineup, and he has had an enjoyable day for himself. Hasn't allowed a hit. Struck out 11 so far. And facing Kyle Leiser, the shortstop, who he has struck out and then induced a pop out in foul territory to the catcher the last time in the 3rd. Porter now squaring to bunt Leiser. It's the Martins just hoping to get anything going. A runner on base to mix things up. Perhaps get Porter out of his rhythm that he is so firmly entrenched in currently, as this one misses inside. 3-1. as it's been back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Porter. After the first 3, he had allowed a base runner in each, but now he, in the past 2, has been efficient. This one, as I say that, another walk. The 3rd walk of the game for Porter, the first since the 3rd inning, and Kyle Iser reaches to lead off the frame. And that's what St. Martin wanted, as it's still 0-0. Just hoping to push a run across. Who knows? Could be enough for either of these teams. We'll find out as Zach Moritz comes up. Hit a ball hard as last time. As they check the runner there. Zach Moritz lined out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. And he struck out in the 1st. Squaring to bunt is now Porter has maybe started to struggle a bit with his control just in this at-bat in the last. We'll monitor that as the Hurricanes and the Martins, they're all tied up. So though Porter has been pitching so well, no hits allowed, still a tie ball game. And jabbing at that high pitch with the bunt attempt was Zach Moritz. Instead of pulling back, he offered. And it's now 1-1 instead of what could be 2-0 with a runner on. This time, the bunt is ticked foul into the catcher. It's another perhaps high pitch. So 1-2. We'll see what the play is. Keep an eye on the runner as Moritz behind in the count. As St. Martin's definitely wants to advance that base runner on first base. Iser stays put as that pitch outside for ball 2. Porter looking in. The pitch popped up. First baseman angling toward it and coming in to make the play. Out number 1, a much needed out. As Porter getting weak contact or none as the result of most of his batters faced. Brian Schlangen will come up with Leiser still on first. Schlangen, he has been hit by a pitch and struck out. Officially 0 for 1. As that one misses outside. This one gets by the catcher, tried to backhand it, it's into the netting. The runner will round second and wind up at third base. Leiser never let up, looked down at the catcher behind home plate and scampered all the way from first to third base on that wild pitch. McGuire wanted his infielders to talk and yell that that's what was occurring. As now McGuire will come out to home, or to the mound. So now a tough situation here for Porter, certainly the stickiest of the game for him. One out, a runner at third, down in the count 2-0 to the three-hitter. Brian Schlangen, we'll see what comes up with. A bunt, and it'll be a run scored. The squeeze works, and it's 1-0 St. Martin. A perfectly placed bunt by Brian Schlangen. He's thrown out, but the suicide squeeze brings Kyle Iser home, and St. Martin, without a hit, has scored the game's first run. Tanner Arsenault. Iser, aggressive base running as well as just that speed that he has. Advancing on the wild pitch, 2 bases, and then coming home with a really nice bunt put down by Schlangen, and it's 1-0. Tanner Arsenault, now with the bases empty and 2 out. Behind in the count, 0-2. Pops this one, foul territory. The first baseman ranging over, Bosek. And just in front of the fence makes the play for the third out of the inning. But with no hits, St. Martin plates the game's first run. A walk, some good base running, and a suicide squeeze RBI. It's 1-0 Martins.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Back here on PrepSpotlight.tv, and we have a run on the board as the 7th inning begins. St. Martin in the bottom half of the 6th has played at the game's first run. It's 1-0. They still haven't logged a hit, but they are leading this contest as Fergus Falls comes up trying to maybe even that, as they have tallied 4 hits in this game but have not marked the board in the run category. It's Austin Stanislawski, the designated hitter. And he strikes out quickly on 3 pitches. Scott Leiser takes a stroll around the mound after his 4th strikeout. So now Thomas Bosek, who ended that inning with that nice defensive catch in foul territory, he'll come up. He's grounded out to short, flew out to center field so far. And now cracks this one on one hop to the third baseman. The throw is good for out number 2. And quickly, 2 down for Fergus Falls. That'll bring up Jake Anderson again. He's reached every time he's come up. He's 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 singles. Anderson, interestingly, he also played for the Brookings Cubs of South Dakota Town Ball, who took 3rd place in the Class A baseball state tournament in the state of South Dakota. So split in time between state lines. This one grounded to second, scooped up, wristed over, and it's a 1-2-3 quick inning of work for Scott Leiser as he now has the lead. It's 1-0 still. St. Martin's leads Fergus Falls, headed to the bottom of this 7th inning here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Athletic, we're going on the list for the state tournament. Flying all the way.
The top of the 9th. This one lined for a hit. They'll send the runner from second. And in standing up for the 3rd run in the 2nd of the inning.
Hit so far, 1 inning. Rip down to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have enough? It's gone.
Send the runner from second. And in standing up for the 3rd run in the 2nd of the inning.
Hit so far, 1 inning. Rip down to right field. This one's tracking back. Does it have enough? It's gone. A 2-run blast. And they'll look for the bunt. And they'll try it at the plate. Not in time. Scores run. The RBI from Kuzats.
1 down now with 2 runners on. That ball is lined into center field. This is going to be trouble. This will be bringing in 1 run. The throw home, cut off by the pitcher. 2 runs will score. He's at the plate here to try to get back into this ball game. That ball is smoked over a diving grab by the second baseman Carroll for out number 3. A nice play over there at second base by Carroll.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv, and we have an unusual situation here. A new pitcher here in the bottom of the 7th inning has entered for Fergus Falls, replacing Mitch Porter, who had a no-hitter going. Hadn't allowed a hit through 6, and his night or day is over. Allowed the game's first run last inning after a walk and a wild pitch and a sac bunt. And so now Brady Goebel will face the new pitcher for Fergus Falls, a draftee, Alex Kep from Burbank Parker's Prairie Bombers. Draftee, one of the 3 pitchers allowed to be drafted by each team here in the state tournament, to log some innings here in the postseason for these ball clubs. So quite the night, or the day for Porter. Had 11 strikeouts. He did walk 3 and hit a batter. Allowed the 1 run, that in the last inning. The last inning, the 6th, the only inning he did not strike out a batter. He started the game by striking out the side in the 1st and the 2nd. And again, had a no-hitter still intact, as now Brady Goebel earns a walk. To start the inning against Kep. St. Martin will send out a pinch runner for Goebel. This one's bunted, fielding the pitcher, the throw just in time, but the sacrifice is successful. Chaz Hennon, the runner, on first and now second after getting advanced by the bunt of Nolan Reeder. And now Jalen Arsenault will pinch hit for Avery Schmitz. As St. Martin hopes to add to their lead. The one they gained in the bottom of the 6th, now here in the bottom of the 7th after a quick inning of work from Scott Leiser. They're right back out at the plate and with a runner in scoring position. Still no hits as they've been manufacturing in the last inning plus. After a leadoff walk in the last inning, Kyle came around to score. Another leadoff walk in this inning. And the Martins will hope for the same fate for that base runner. Swing and a miss there, induced from Kep, Alex Kep. As we mentioned, a former Bomber from Burbank Parkers Prairie. I suppose he still is, just a draftee right now. Certainly a unique position that these players are in as draftees. Playing in the state tournament, one they would otherwise not be in, but not playing for their team. Is a strikeout from Kep. Jalen Arsenault, the pinch hitter, goes down swinging. That'll bring up Ryan Messer. Swings through the first pitch of his at-bat from Kep. Two down now, and another swing and a miss. Not close there on those swings from Messer. He struck out once and grounded out to the first baseman in the 5th. And gets a piece of this one, fouls it back up into the wood siding, maybe into the netting above us to the right. 0-2 here the count. A runner on base number 2 with 2 down. And a strikeout. That'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts to end the frame after a leadoff walk. They leave a runner, and Fergus Falls will look to scrape across a run in the top of the 8th as we're through 7 with St. Martin leading here in the state tournament 1-0.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back. It's Alex Hench, the first hope here in the top of the 8th for the Fergus Falls Hurricanes. He's reached twice, actually 3 times in each of his plate appearances. Just 1 for 3 so far in his official scorecard. He has a single, reached on an error, and reached on a fielder's choice. Hoping to get on base any way he can here to lead off the top of the 8th inning as Fergus Falls finds themselves down. This one grounded to first to the pitcher covering Lyser, and just a step ahead to record the out. So Hench is down. Heading back to his dugout for the first time after an at-bat this game. Sean McGuire now 0 for 3. Fielder's choice. Strikeout and ground out to second. McGuire, the catcher behind the plate, is that important runner. Lyser scampered from first to third on a wild pitch. As this one outside from Scott Lyser. 2 Lysers in this game. One at short, one at the pitcher's position. And a big swing and a miss from McGuire, the catcher. McGuire played at Concordia Moorhead as he strikes out. So 2 quick outs for Lyser, who's gotten seemingly better as the game has worn on. Already through 7 2/3. Darren Stanislavski comes up. Ground out to third and a ground out to short, and a line out to short has been the itinerary followed by the third baseman for Fergus Falls, quickly behind the count 0-2. And he strikes out. A quick inning of work for Scott Slicer as he is getting stronger as it goes on. To the bottom of the 8th we go. St. Martin lead 1-0.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Back here at Chaska's Athletic Park in the historic downtown area, just a neighborhood away from the main strip in Chaska. As we get ready for the bottom of the 8th. The Martins with a 1-0 lead over Fergus Falls. St. Martin will hit. They do not have a hit so far in this game. They have the lead, though, as they have manufactured 1 run. That came in the 6th. after a leadoff walk. And so it is the task of Alex Kep to keep it at a one-run game and send his Fergus Falls team to the plate in the top of the ninth, hoping for a comeback. The lefty in relief. A skied baseball high in the infield. The second baseman there, Thielke, makes the play, and Matthew Schlanger is retired on just a couple pitches. That's out number one for St. Martin. Kyle Leiser now comes up. He showed off the wheels that he possesses as he scored the game's only run and did so on a suicide squeeze from his teammate Brian Schlongen. Before that, Leisler had stretched it out, advancing from first to third on a wild pitch that perhaps wasn't hustled after enough. 0-2 here, the count from Kep to Leiser. And that one misses high, 1-2. The no-hitter still is intact. One and two the count here with one down. As that one gets him on the inside corner. The third strikeout already for Kep in relief. And now two down. Zach Moritz will come to the plate. And swinging at the breaking ball. The bats of St. Martin have not been making solid contact all day, though they are leading by a run. Another breaking ball, this time in the dirt. McGuire turns away as it caroms back to the backstop. 0-2 the count again as Alex Kep, the draftee, is picking up where Porter left off. Zach Moritz, he's 0 for 3 today so far. And strikes out here. Two more strikeouts to double the total for Kep. As now it's the last chance coming up for Fergus Falls. They trail 1-0. As we head to the top of the ninth here in the state amateur baseball tournament in Chaska.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv as it's the last chance, the top of the ninth for Fergus Falls. The Hurricanes hoping to keep their postseason hopes alive as they trail 1-0 here in Chaska. Mitch Porter leading off the ninth and drifts one to center, but the catch is made out there by Reeder. Porter, who started the game, went 6 no-hit innings. He's now 0 for 4 at the plate. And that's out number 1 here in the 9th. Jack Heidemann will come up. He's 0 for 3 entering this at bat against Scott Leiser, who has pitched well, but a hard single right up the middle. And so the first hit since the 5th for Fergus Falls keeps their hopes alive as Heidemann with a hard line drive bouncing ball. And the tying run is on first base. Carter Thielke, the high schooler, comes up. This one right back to the pitcher. The catch is made. And on the transfer, the ball comes out of the glove. A bit of confusion there for a moment. The stab at it made by Leiser, so it's a line out to the pitcher. Then as he was trying to catch Heidemann dangling off of first, the ball came out of his grasp. So now down to their last out, the Hurricanes. It's Stanislawski. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Heidemann still on first. Nearly the game ended on a double play. It was Leiser. And strike 2, 0-2 the count to Austin Stanislawski. He struck out twice and popped out to the shortstop. And this hits him right in the middle of the back as Stanislawski turns away. Leiser can't believe it. Heidemann advances to second, and now 2 runners are on for Fergus Falls here in the 9th. The first time that they've put 2 runners on base since the 5th inning. Thomas Bosek takes ball 1. So with 2 out, the Hurricanes grasping to stay alive in this one. There's a strike, 1-1 from Scott Leiser, who started the game looking for the complete game victory. Hasn't allowed a run yet. Just the 5 hits, including 1 in this inning. And an off-speed pitch gets Bosek to swing and miss. 1-2 down to the last strike again. There are the Hurricanes. 2 runners on. They're in the top of the 9th. Ball 2. And that does it. The strikeout to end it. St. Martin wins it 1-0. A complete game shutout from Scott Leiser. Six strikeouts for Leiser, 5 hits allowed, no runs. As he carried the way for the Martins as they beat the Hurricanes. And it was a no-hitter in a loss for Fergus Falls. Mitch Porter goes 6 innings of no-hit ball. They pull him after the 6th. And 2 more innings of work from Alex Kep. Not a hit allowed. And even with all that, Fergus Falls is going home after the pitching staff performed extremely well. It's a 1-0 final score here. The 1-run scoring after Kyle Leiser walked in the 6th, advanced from first to third on a wild pitch, and then was suicide squeezed home on a perfect bunt from Brian Schlangen. That's how the story of the game went. And so St. Martin will advance to round 3 of the state tournament. They'll play at 11 a.m. right here at Chaska Athletic Park against the winner of Princeton and Watkins. That game being played right now. So we thank you for watching along with us. There will be a couple more games here this evening here on PrepSpotlight.tv, so don't go anywhere as the Maple Lake Lakers and Jordan Brewers are coming up next here right where you found this stream. So again, the final score, St. Martin wins it over Fergus Falls 1-0 here at the state Class C state amateur baseball tournament.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.